Hey guys, it's Basis Sims, and we are back with more Charade Maniacs, continuing whoever's route. It's not really the common route or anything, it's whoever's route we get at this point. Who knows? Because I'm aiming for obviously Ibana or Iochi, and we ended up making the wrong fucking choice the last time, going to the park and running into dumb fuck. Oh man. Which sucks. Because, like, if we had gone, we should have just gone to the library and been safe, knowing that that was Iochi. We should have just gone there. You know what I mean? Um, I just make the assumption, but anyway. Abana and I were on rotation to make dinner. As usual, when I stood next to Abana, he would be abnormally irritated. Oh, God, I love him so much, though. I felt it was getting a bit awkward, but Iochi came over to help. The three of us went on to prepare dinner together, but then, hey, I ask for something for dinner. Haiji wandered over and asked for his favors again. Want to reenact the drama? It's that big drama Sisena got the punishment game for. Huh? But that's... I expressed my feelings about it in the morning, and Haiji should have agreed to it back then. My God, what the frick? Computer just went, ballistic on, last in the volume. Again, it's a stupid thing that, because I have it plugged in, it's like, no, you want your volume at 50. No, I turned it down because I don't want it. Yeah, you want it up here. Why it does this, I don't fucking get. I set it at a certain volume, fucking stay there. Don't know why my damn computer is haunted. Anyway, I can't do that. I told you that I'll find another way, right? I'm gonna do it. I'll go call the watcher now. Hey! Haiji, you may be doing it out of kindness, but I don't think it's good that you're ignoring what Sena wants. I also don't agree that, I would say I don't think it's nice that we're ignoring what he wants. You know what I mean? But at the same time, we have to push him. And if we were like, yeah, I just didn't want to hurt you. And he's like, no, I'm cool with it. And we were like, okay. So, we're ignoring that he wants us to do it so we can get our voice back. But, whatever. We're both ignoring each other here. But it is kind of interesting, instead of him being like, no, I think you should do it. It's okay. He's trying to push us to do it. And, I think he's sus. So I find this very interesting. It's okay. Sis, just stand there. Just stand there? Well, some doubts remained. Haiji requested the watcher to restart the drama. He's gonna be like, and then jump out. Watcher, I reenact that drama. The one where Big Sis got the punishment game. Request accepted. Reenactment commencing. Fucking poor Gyobu is gonna be like, the fuck is happening? He doesn't know. Oh no. It's going to start. Stream status. Drama starts in 1 minute. Stream content, School of Forgiveness, Episode 11, Genre School Drama. Cast, Watari, Takumi Haiji, Igawa, Spacey Sena, Hirakura, Shota Gyobu. I can't for some reason say his whole name together without pausing. I don't know why. It's okay, big sis. It'll end real fast. I didn't understand what Haiji was feeling behind that smile. Shade? Can't be feeling sus, but I'm feeling sus about him, so. The drama countdown was quicker, maybe because it was a reenactment. It was usually 3 minutes, but this time it was just 1. I was transported to the classroom and saw that Gyobu and Haiji were there. What's going on? Isn't this that same drama? Yep. Where Big Sis got the punishment. We're going to reenact it right now, so big bro Gyobu, play along. Uh-huh. So you finally got the guts to push Haiji out the window. I shook my head violently in front of Gyobu. Seeing me panic, Gyobu opened his eyes widely at Haiji. Seemed like it. What are you going to do? It's okay. I'll do something about it. So let's start. Okay then. I don't care either way. Without any time to question Haiji, the countdown started. I feel like Gyobu's voice is just like all over the place because it's like sometimes it's a little like this and then sometimes it's like that, like, which is just kind of unfortunate for him if he's super sus because it's like, you should have a voice, but like whatever, you got whatever it is. He's just been all over the place since the beginning. So I just have to follow through with it, but 3, 2, 1. Watari became the target of bullying, but upon conversing with the homeroom teacher, the situation improved. However, the relief was short-lived as Igawa, the mastermind of the bullying, and Kitakura called him out. I recognized the synopsis. It was definitely the drama where I lost my voice. Gyobu and I were the masterminds of the bullying as we began to corner Haiji. In the ending scene, I'd have to push him out the window. I can't speak, so what do I do? Gyobu and Haiji covered for me as the scene continued on. Shut up. I don't need to hear what you have to say. Won't shut up. Never lose to the likes of you. That's not it, Watari. There's no winning or losing. It's already over. Ever since you came to this school, you're the loser. Couldn't act out what was past this point. Haiji and Gyobu faced off by the window. I could only stand idly as they did that. On over. Huh? Haiji called me over and sat on the windowsill. Wind blew past him as his hair wavered. He looked like he'd fall at any moment, so I nervously ran up to him. Watch out! I grabbed his arm and our eyes met. His expression was calm, almost smiling, like, you go run over to grab him and it looks like you push him, and that's exactly what he's gonna do. Haiji? Sis, I knew you'd do that. It wasn't part of the act. It was the usual Haiji. He sat on the frame of the window as we exchanged looks. I tried to guess his intention, but I just didn't understand. Is he telling me to push him here? But before the drama started, Haiji said that all I had to do was stand there. What's the contradiction to that? I tried to understand what was going on, and Haiji spoke up. It'll be all right. He gently pulled my hand away from him and then held it with both hands. But that was only for a moment. Haiji pushed me away with all of his strength. Push someone while sitting on the windowsill, the recoil would cause him to fall backwards. I tried to reach out to grab him, but he pushed me so hard I fell backwards. That adds to the drama, like, I'm going to shove you to get away from me, but then I fall out the window. I mean, it works. Haiji then fell out the window without a sound. Haiji! My hands were on the floor of the classroom while I could only look on. Finish! Sorry, my bird's with me. Execution status. Resume function in 3 seconds. Execution target, voice. Target cast, Spacey Sena. I do like that at least we got our voice back, because I mean it would have been really weird to play the rest of the game without one, but after the drama ended, I remained on the floor exactly how I was in the classroom. Good work! Iochi and Abana must have been watching the drama. When I returned, they didn't say much else as they sat me down in a chair in the living room. Job, big sis. Did well. I didn't understand what Haiji was saying. He fell over like that, so why is he complimenting me? Why? Thanks to the reenactment, my voice had returned, but I didn't feel happy about it at all. Thank goodness. Now you're back to normal. You should tell me beforehand if you're doing the reenactment. That got me a bit nervous. Either way, Sena got her voice back, so that's a relief. How is it, Sena? Everyone all came down to the living room at once. It was a lively exchange that had a hint of happiness. Oh, my voice is back. Thank goodness. Huh? What's everyone doing here? You didn't watch the drama. Sena got her voice back. Oh, really? I was outside, so I didn't watch it. I'm happy for you. Yeah, that's great. You really resisted doing that, but you did well, Sena. You said you weren't going to reenact it, but if that ended so easily with that one push, maybe I didn't have to be worried. You were worried for me? That's sweet. No way. You were worried? No, not me, but the rest of you. He's so cute. You could have just let us have that moment, Gyobu. Shut the fuck up. Maybe I didn't have to be worried. You were worried. No! I didn't make fucking cookies. They have your name, property of Ibana, Ibana's cookies. Ibana made them himself. Yeah, well, whatever. So you like making cookies? No! I mean, maybe. He's so defensive about fucking everything. In reality, he'd be the most fucking aggravating person on the planet. But in a game, I just love him to death. Ah, we're worried, weren't you? So annoying. Huh. They all think that I was the one who pushed. That's how it looked. That's why the reenactment was acknowledged. But I wasn't the one who pushed. It was all Haiji that... I looked over at Haiji, but... He just smiled as he shook his head while putting his index finger over his lips. As if to say this was our little secret. Haiji did everything. Well, okay, but like, Gyobu would have seen that, and like... Well, I mean, they're both pretty sus, so I'm not really sure who falls where. But you know what I mean? Like, and maybe then if Haiji's the producer and behind everything, why? Okay. But maybe Gyobu's been here before, and that's why he's like, oh, Haiji's the producer. You know what I mean? Like, I still think Dazai might have done this before, because he kind of like looked a little sus at Haiji. I'm still hanging on to that one little thing. It might not mean anything, but like, you know, I kind of feel like every other little thing, like we were sus about Ibana's like left hand or whatever, right? And he does wear a glove on his left hand, not on his right. But I feel like that'll come out in his route, maybe, and it's probably has nothing to do with this. But everybody's got like some kind of little secrety thing so that like when they're covering for it, you're like, huh, it makes them look suspicious, and then you figure it out and you're like, oh, totally innocuous, you know? But I'm wondering if Dazai's done this before, possibly? Like, what was his look at hygiene? I mean, it literally could have just been like, "Oh, I don't trust you," but we noticed it, and the game pointed it out to it. You know what I mean? So it's like, hmm. But anyway, I was unable to tell everyone about what had happened. They just congratulated me that my voice was back. I'm like, hey, sorry. If Gyobu's the producer, he would have known that we didn't push Haiji. You know what I mean? Unless he wasn't standing right there, but he's the one who put him in the window. You know what I mean? Like, maybe he wasn't standing close enough this time. Who knows? But the day after I got my voice back, I was talking with everyone normally while doing the new dramas without issue. I felt that things were progressing smoothly, and although it wasn't my intention, I think maybe that was for the best. Haiji did all that for my sake. Dinner on that day was served with a more lavish variety as part of a surprise. Yoshi said that it was to celebrate getting my voice back, and Ibana didn't deny it. Haiji said that he was happy he could help, making me happy too. I took the punishment game out of my own stubbornness, but everyone is happy for me. I'm so glad I'm friends with everyone. So glad I'm with everyone here. And that's it for the cleanup, too. Oh, Sena, were you waiting for me to finish? Yes, I'm sorry for letting you do all of it. And don't worry about it. This celebration is for you. Ibana seemed to enjoy it, too. Never said anything like that. I was gonna be like, he's like, he enjoyed it too, wing wing, and Ibana's like, not there. And then I was like, as soon as he slid over, I was like, Ibana's about to pop in and be like, no! It was fun. Wish it was like this every day. Yeah, I agree. I happened to be preparing some tea, so I made some for everyone on the team. Ibana was about to return to his room, but Iochi stopped him, allowing all of us together. To gather. I was like, together? I'm like, allowing all of us to gather. Well, I looked at everyone's faces as I said what I thought of yesterday. I've decided to place my trust in everyone even more than before, especially to the three here. What's with you all of a sudden? I've been thinking since yesterday. It was my fault I took the punishment game, so I was in a hurry to do something about it. Thanks to everyone's help, I was able to get my voice back, and everyone congratulated me like it happened to themselves. I just felt so happy about that. Even if I were to be betrayed in the future, I've decided not to give up. And that's why you decided to trust everyone. Yes, I want to believe instead of suspect. I think I'm just better at doing that. I think that's fine. I believe in you, big sis, and I never really saw anyone as suspicious. Well, that sounds like something the suspicious person would say. And you're gonna believe Haiji when he says that? Gyobu said that Haiji was suspicious here. You don't trust Gyobu then? Of course I believe in Gyobu for saying that Haiji's suspicious, but that doesn't mean I'll accept every one of his opinions. What's the range of what you consider to be believable then? Is believing in someone different from believing in what they say? Well, you're a fence sitter. You keep things ambiguous but say you believe in everyone. You're portraying people looking for the truth. Not wrong about me being a fence sitter. I'm absolutely a fencer. That is exactly how I consider myself for reals. I'm always like, I can usually see both sides and go, well, I mean, like, I can kind of see this, but like this. And like, I might lean one way or the other, but it's really kind of problematic sometimes when you're like, choose what do you want, this or that? And you're like, well, I mean, it's just, I can't make decisions. It makes making decisions difficult. And it's definitely like, I can see both sides of the argument. Like, I can understand why you're doing this. It doesn't make you not shady, though. But it's like, shades of gray all the time. Sometimes I wish it weren't just black and white. Jesus. All you can do is talk big, so stay away from those who are trying to fight. If you just want to be complacent, you're on your own. Ibana, that's going too far. Even if your philosophy is different from hers, you have no right to say that. She irritates me. She wants to consider everyone friends while the truth is still being concealed. You make me sick. The producer's right here, right now. I'd beat him to a bloody pulp. Hurry. Honestly, I felt the same way as Haiji. Even if my opinions differed from Ibana that much, why would he go to this length to say that to me? I don't know, but we might find out. That's too much. You need to learn how to be more accepting of other people's opinions. If you're seeking the truth, don't assume you can do that by yourself. If you consider everyone to be the enemy here, then no one will help you. I don't care. Besides, what Gyobu's saying is true. It's a deduction based on facts, so not listening is nothing short of foolish. Fact? Which part are you talking about? System specification change of the Otherworld stream was done to the stream 2 times prior to the current one. In other words, it's right before the prior stream. Previous cast members got that benefit and managed to safely return to their world. There was a total of 9 cast members, but the director who acted as the observer was among them, so it was actually 8. I think you mean the producer who acted as the observer, not the director, but that's okay. Gyobu told us about that. What he said was all true. So you're saying we should trust what Gyobu said because he stated facts? At the very least, you should accept the facts. To me, Haiji being the suspicious one here isn't inference, but fact. So it's me? I like Ibana right now. He's spitting hard truth, man. I talked about this then, but having a grade schooler provide counter-evidence is a bit harsh. Also, you're talking about facts, but how do you know that? Where did you get that information? You're not going to explain yourself. The big bro Ibana was a previous cast member. Is that how you know? Either that or he's the producer. Which is it, Ibana? I don't think he's the producer at all. You can think of it however you want. I have no intention of giving you the reasoning I have for these facts. You know what? That could also explain his left hand. Like if he had an injury or something like that. But like they said we weren't going to harm you. But like... maybe they did something and it was like, oh, did you want to get use of your left hand again? I guess you're going to have to be on the thing again. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know just because you went back to your world that everything was going to be fine. They said that, right? They said, oh, we changed it, so like... oh my god. Maybe he was here before. I would have thought only like the 3 locked routes or the super sus people, but you know what? Maybe Ibana was. Because here's the thing, right? They, like he just said, oh, the past 2, whatever. But before they changed things, the director even said, oh, people who lost stuff, like if you lost your sight and you went back to your world, you were blind and we decided we weren't going to do that. You know, like for me, like, oh, you lost your voice, but if you end up getting to go home, we'll give you your voice back then. So what if that's Ibana's whole thing? Like, he came back because he was here prior to that change. So he had the opportunity to come back to be able to, like, they took away use of his left arm because he didn't do something. You know what I mean? And that's why he's wearing the glove, because, like, I don't know, maybe it's like his arm's burned or something. Like, something, there would be some kind of indication. And you'd be like, what happened to your hand? And he's like, nothing. Maybe that's why he's wearing a fucking glove. You know what I mean? So, like, something happened and he came back on because it was like, oh, well, yeah, we changed that rule, but it didn't exist when you were on. But yeah, if you come back on, sure, then when you get to go back home, anything they did, even in the prior streams, they'll fix. You know what I mean? So, like, that's the only reason he came back. Like, oh, well, you're here, you have use of your left arm, but, like, when you go, if you come on and then you go home again, you can have your arm back or whatever. Oh, because when we bumped into him, it was weird, and then when he first got here, it was weird. You know what I mean? So, like, that would actually be interesting. Oh, okay.
And then why did you tell us? Neither Gilbu or you have any evidence to back it up, yet you provide it as fact.
I don't know about Gyobu, but I wanted to look at your reactions.
Uh-huh.
Understand, but it's my fault then. No, that's not it. Is Bro Abana and Big Bro Gyobu both are saying that they can't trust me. Even if that's the case, that doesn't put you at fault. I don't know what to do. Yeah, you know, and he's acting too sweet and innocent, and everybody's like, oh no, sweetie, it's okay. That's so suspicious! Don't fall for it!
Wow! The big boys here are also terrible for bullying a grade schooler.
See, it's this mentality. If you act like you're a child and innocent and sweet, everyone's gonna be, oh no, don't bully the innocent child! Instead of the psychopath who's over here pretending he's 12 when he's not. And is, like, trying to kill us all for funsies. I'm just fucking saying.
But it is difficult. If you believe in one side, that means you don't believe in the other. Until this all ends, we don't know who's right here. This is such a difficult game.
Oh, I know, that's a gnat, buddy. Ibana! What? I understand what you're thinking, but I won't change my mind. Ibana, I choose to believe in what you're saying and what Gyobu is saying too. I believe the both of you, but I also believe in hygiene, no matter how suspicious you say he is. This is Sena. When the truth's found out, you can make fun of me as much as you want. I don't care if I'm betrayed. Right now, I've chosen to believe in everyone. I knew I was being reckless. I understood if others called me a hypocrite, but I thought it'd be good to have someone who was willing to be in my position too. Sis, and me, then I'll also believe in everyone. Never really thought of things that way. I'll try to think like that from now on. Just have to believe and cooperate, right? Hey, G.
Salvation comes to those who believe, they say. Some truths can't be learned just by suspecting. I'll also believe, but I'll judge it by my criteria.
Criteria?
I intend to build a trusting relationship that won't hinder our daily lives. So let's all get along.
Okay. Shh. Getting along and cooperating is so...
You make fun of getting along and working together, but being blunt and honest can be just as helpful. You expressed some tough love to Sena, and you've warned her about things. I think that's a method of cooperation. You really aren't honest with yourself, huh?
Yeah, you say things in harsh ways, but I'll keep your opinion in mind, Ivana. What?
Don't be stubborn. You're worried about how Sena's being so trusting, so you want to lead the way. Maybe you could try saying that.
Is that what he meant? That's a weird way to put it. I didn't say that at all.
How about you're flipping out because you're worried about Sena, right?
No, that's not...
I've been thinking, but Big Bro Abana, there are times when you're suddenly tongue-tied.
Yeah, because he's tongue-tied because he's nervous. I'm like, what? No, I'm not, what? I love it.
Gee, people sometimes get massive IQ drops whenever something true is pointed out and when they don't know what to say.
Oh, like right now?
Yeah.
Ibana was at a complete loss for words, while Iochi and Haiji talked about him in such a blunt and honest way. All I could do at the time was look on while smiling wryly. Go to the yard, go to the living room. Oh! Oh, okay, now we get to talk. Okay. Oh, interesting. I'm gonna go to the yard because I want to talk to my boyfriend. I'm trying to head that way, so. After I finished cleaning up for lunch, I was taking a break in the living room. I heard a voice outside and went to the yard to see who it was. Yobu was talking with the watcher. Yobu, what are you doing? Hey, perfect timing. Ta-da! I requested something interesting from the bouncer, so I was thinking about playing with this. Something interesting? You mean this hose? Yep. This place isn't hot at all, but it should be the middle of summer. So I thought about at least making it feel like summer. Yobu set the hose into the faucet and turned it on to spin around and splash water everywhere. Hey, hold on, Yobu! If you do that... Yeah! Huh? That voice... You just drenched the last person you should do that to in the world. I knew. You have to know it was Ibana. I have a bad feeling about this. Hey! Who did that? Ibana ran over looking furious. His hair and clothes were drenched from being hit with water. Aw, Ibana, he got hit from top to bottom. I knew it was Kay. Try saying that one more time. Close your mouth before I punch you in the mouth. I'm a pacifist. Sure. Someone who's here watching death games, basically. I mean, this is like, freaking safe for work Danganronpa, you know what I mean? Like, we get punishment games, but not really, and nobody's really gonna die. There's no stakes, really. It's like Danganronpa Light, you know what I mean? Like, you had something where you could have turned this instead of, like, kind of like a strange mystery game with, like, a little edge. You could have totally turned it into, like, a horror otome, you know what I mean? Where, like, oh my god, people are actually dying! Like, if you're not in their route, you know what I mean? Like, that could have been kind of interesting. Like, you have all these characters, and you're trying to talk to one person, but maybe you made the wrong choice, so, like, that person ends up dying in a game, and you're like, oh, fuck. Well, I guess they're not romancing you now, and, like... Shit! Ugh. Yobu pointed the hose at Ibana, hitting him right in the face. If you're that wet, then who cares how much wetter you get? What? What? Are you little... Oh, come on. It's fine once in a while. We need to be able to screw around. You're always screwing around. That's a terrible thing to say. I'm actually really serious about screwing around. Shut up! You need to die! You are so violent! He's so aggressive! And you know what? Considering the scope of these games, sweetie, careful. I'll go get a towel. I went to get a towel in the lodging and returned to the yard and found Futami joining Gyobu and Ibana. You sure are drenched. Ibana, here's your towel. Shh. Ibana reluctantly took the towel and took off his jacket to wipe his body first, then his clothes. Oh, look, we got a little CG. He's not wearing his glasses because they're all wet. Hello. I like it when we get CGs of our little glasses asshole boyfriend. Sans glasses even, but whatever. You must have been unlucky. Not about being unlucky. This idiot hadn't done this. Damn. At least the silver lining is that I didn't get on my left arm. Ibana took off his glasses and they vanished. Huh? Of course Gyobu was the culprit. Hey, Kay, are these fake glasses? Of course not. Give them back. Ah, I finally got this rare item, so it's not fun if I give it up so easily. Huh? What's so rare about some glasses? They're super rare because they're yours, Kay. Like, don't steal the nerd's glasses. That's so fucking mean, dude. I don't get it. Oh, Ryuichi, you might look good in these. Hmm? You sure about that? Yeah, you might as well try them on for size. You mean like this? Tommy, please don't play along. It's only for a little bit. Is that okay? Oh my god. I was really hoping. Kyobo took the glasses, and I'm like, please tell me that the reason why Iban is so far to the right in the CG is because someone's gonna show up wearing his glasses, and here we fucking are. You know, Futami, you look really fucking good in glasses, so like, I think you should just keep them. I mean, Ibana needs his glasses, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, everybody glasses? Shh, do whatever you want. Ugh, it's Ryoichi with glasses. Why'd you say, Just came out. Sorry, I was being too honest, but it looks good on you. Don't you all agree? Yeah. Huh? Not the reaction I was hoping for. Oh, I also think that the glasses look good on you, Futami. But it's just that... Oh, wait, what? Yeah, I was like... It's weird because... Okay, I didn't read it wrong, but it's just a strange conversation because Futami puts the glasses on. And then Kyobo's like, ugh, whatever. But like Yobu being like, oh, it looks good on you. I'm like, yeah, not the reaction I was hoping for. And then we're saying, oh, I also think the glasses look good on you, Futami. But like, he's the one that's wearing them? That's like just a weird way to phrase that, I guess. Anyway. Oh, I also think that the glasses look good on you, Futami. But it's just that, Ibana, when you're not wearing your glasses, you look really different. Huh? He usually just looks angry, but without his glasses, he feels a bit more innocent? Not as scary? He doesn't look right without his glasses on. Like, he looks so wrong without his glasses on. They made his face for the glasses, and you can't take the glasses off now. Are you done yet? Give me my glasses. Yeah. But notice he said, I'm glad it didn't get on my left arm. A fucking robot arm, doesn't he? It would have electrocuted. I'm just saying there's something with his left arm, and that's why he's wearing that glove. And after the conversation we had like a few minutes ago, you know? Yeah, if only you had a better personality, you would have been much better. Never thought that I had a good personality. It's still a million times better than yours. Aw, but my personality is just perfect. More like perfectly twisted. Both of you should just leave it at that. Also, Ibana, sorry for taking your glasses. After saying that, Futami returned Ibana's glasses. Like, see, he looks totally much, like, 10 times better with the glasses on. Like, there's just something wrong. Like, they drew his face to fit the glasses, and when you take it off, it's not right. In the CG, it looked fine, but, like, the sprite does not work without glasses. Put him back. He put his glasses back on in silence, and Ibana returned to his usual self. Is that it? Too bad. And you'd probably look good in glasses, so you can wear them for... So can you wear some for me next time? You mean me? Yep. So let's take Kay's glasses just one more time. I'm never handing them over again. Aw, Kay is such a spoilsport. Don't call me that. Chew! Ibana, maybe you should dry yourself off better. I love how I'm wet, so I sneeze. I swear to God, people in Japan must get colds constantly every time they take a fucking shower if wet makes you sneeze and gives you a cold. Like, why? Why is this a fucking thing? Can we stop? Ridiculous. You don't need to tell me twice. After saying that, Ibana went back into the lodging, and he looked irritated. This was worth it. I hope he didn't catch a cold. Being in a normal, temperate climate where it's not too hot, not too cold, he got wet, and now he's gonna die. Like, Kay doesn't even notice that he's actually carrying a conversation. He doesn't notice what? Nothing at all. Oh, look at the time. Too bad, but that's it for playing in the water. We all went back to the lodging and ended our sudden party. Who's really fucking sus? Oh, we can go different. Okay. Let's see. Hmm. I don't want to deal with Haiji anymore right now. I really don't. But poor Tomose. But like, let's go into the lodging with the two of our other boyfriends. I didn't have anything planned for today, so I aimlessly took a walk outside, or wherever the hell we just went. Leave the lodging. Along the way, I noticed some unfamiliar stores and stopped in my tracks. I didn't know the shop was here. I can't see much from the outside, but I wonder what they sell.
Oh, Sana, I fancy seeing you here. What are you doing here?
Oh, hello, Aochi. I noticed that store there and wondered what it was.
I see. From the sign, it's probably some sort of general goods store. How about we go inside together?
Is that okay? I knew it was a store, but I was worried about going alone, so it was great timing. Aochi responded by reciprocating my sentiment, but right when we placed our hands on the door. Hey, it's Sana! And Aochi, too! What are you doing here? Oh, Akase. And Chigasaki, too? Oh, hello there.
We were just taking a walk. What about you?
We were on the way back from gathering info. Unfortunately, we haven't had any real results of note. Oh, but we did find this. Akase took out what appeared to be a small machine from his pocket. What is that? I think it's some kind of game machine. I think it's the kind where you raise a pet inside of it. Ooh, it's a Tamagotchi. This one's broken, so we can't play. But I thought there might be someone who could fix it. It looks pretty old.
Can I take a look?
Akase handed the game machine to Aochi, and Aochi observed it intently.
Akase's right. This is a small game machine that was popular quite a while ago. It's like a digital pet.
Aochi, have you ever played with this before?
When I was small. Wait, none of you have?
I haven't. I've only seen data about it.
I see. I'm not much older than you, so that's odd.
Does Aochi? Like, okay. For a hot second, it was like, because he acts like your grandpa, and he's like, I'm not much older than you, but I had one of these. But it's like, aren't these from, like, the 1990s? Like, the early 2000s? Remember? Like, sweetie, this was, like, more than 100 years ago. What the shit? Like, but, like, so I was just for a hot second, I was like, maybe he's really out of time, and maybe, like, oh my god, that would be fucked up too. We're all from different time periods. But don't you think then if Yoshi was from like the early 2000s or some shit, he'd be like, the fuck is going on? He'd be a little more baffled about how everything works. So, that can't be it. It's the first time I'm seeing the actual thing. But what do you raise in the game?
It's a creature that looks like a monster. First, you need to hatch it from its egg.
Actual, well, Tamagotchis were actual animals, though. Didn't you, like, get one and then you didn't know what it was going to be? I thought you could get, like, monstery ones or whatever. Or different ones, but I thought they were originally just normal animals. Were they always monsters? I didn't have one.
You'd feed it, clean it, and it still requires a lot of attention, so if you get to take care of it, it can easily die.
And, like, kids used to get in trouble at school because they would bring it with them, and it's like...
But that's also what makes it so fun.
I see. It's a much harder game than I thought. I used to own a dog-type Palt. Our family loved it, but it died right before I came to this world. Must have been sad. Yes, we were all sad. But the time we spent with Kyo was real.
Kyo? Did you name your Palt Kyo?
Yeah?
Kyo. Kyo, I see. No, I just thought that we also have another Kyo here that's like a dog.
Yoshi looked over at Akase suggestively. Huh? You mean me? True. Oh, Kyoya!
That's right. Here, Akase, shake.
I'm not doing that. It would be so funny if he did and he was like, what? God damn it! Would have been so much funnier.
Oh, are you going to take that attitude toward me when I'm your breeder?
That's kind of weird. It is kind of weird, but...
It was just a little joke.
Aochi dangled the game machine while winking. Wait, you only make that face when you're half serious.
Speaking of this game machine, if you leave it with me, I'll try to fix it.
Can fix it?
You can count on me. I'm good at these things.
That's amazing. These things are tough to fix.
I had a lot of opportunities to tinker with machines. Sena, if there's anything you need fixed, come bring it to me.
If there's anything, I'll be sure to.
I will welcome any request from you. Of course, even if it's not a fixed request. Oh, the sun's coming down. We should all get back soon.
The four of us walked together as Iochi suggested. I like how he's like, even if it's not something that you need me to fix, you can come to me for anything. Anyway, the sun's going down. Let's go. And it's like, did you just completely gloss over the fact that you were like, basically like anything at all? You want someone to hold you, to pet you? I'm sorry, bird. I'm wearing my hoodie and I had to take it. I'm like, at least take one arm off. It's hot now. Things were sometimes hostile because we suspected each other, but I liked how calm it was. Oh, I was talking with Iochi about going inside a shop. I remembered that and turned to look at that shop. Too bad. I was looking forward to going shopping with Iochi.
Is something wrong?
Iochi noticed that I'd stopped and also stopped to call out to me. Oh, it's nothing. I guess it can't be helped, and I'm sure we'll have the chance to shop another day.
Oh, really? Well then, in that case, can I ask you something, Sena?
Huh? Yeah, what is it?
Well, it appears that I really still want to go to that store with you. If you don't mind, how about we find another day to go? Oh, just the two of us, of course.
Iochi said that with a playful wink, and I couldn't help but smile. I was just thinking right now about how it's too bad we didn't get to go today.
Oh, really? Well, that's good. Then it's settled.
Iochi was kind, so they must have seen me looking disappointed and done this out of consideration. I felt happy to see how considerate they were.
Well, shall we go then? Akaze and Chigasaki looked at us to tell us to hurry.
Oh, you're right. We smiled at each other and caught up to them. We then chatted about random things as we went back to the lodging. Ooh. Okay, I don't know what's gonna happen here, because, like, how are we getting on a route when we've never made any fucking choices to, like, you know what I mean? I feel like the only opportunity we've had is that one place where it was go to the park, go to the library, or stay in the house. And I completely fucked this up because we went to the park and we talked to Haiji, and, like, I don't think, you know what I mean? That's the only place we've had a chance to even remotely talk to anyone that could potentially be a love interest aside from these random ones. But these random ones don't really matter because you can talk to anybody and you talk to multiple people. And I don't think, like, oh, we got points toward Ibana and Iochi in this situation and everybody. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think those count. So, like, I mean, I don't know, maybe, but, like, we have not had any point where we decided what group we were in to actually spend time with anyone specifically in that fucking group. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, how are we going to end up in a fucking route? Like, we've had one opportunity, and, like, I mean, I guess that makes it kind of easy. Wherever you go, it's like, well, that's whose route we're in, I guess, because that's the only place we've had to talk to them. But we can't be in Haiji's because I'm pretty sure he's fucking locked. So, like, I got nothing now. What the fuck is gonna happen? Who's it gonna force us to? We haven't had a chance to talk to anybody else. So, like, this is really fucking baffling. Ow. Got a sharp pain in my fucking, like, jaw. Ugh. Iochi looked especially serious. They'd called the cooking team to their room, and everyone sat down looking nervous.
Sorry for calling you into my room. So is this everyone?
It's fine. I wasn't busy anyway. Is it something that you can't talk about without being in a private room?
Well, I'd like to talk about the secret behind my gender.
Huh?
And that was a joke. I'm actually interested in talking about past episodes.
You not tell us your stupid jokes.
I'm disappointed by Abana and Haiji's lack of reaction. Can you try and learn from Seino's reaction?
Huh? It's a joke? I took it seriously. I felt embarrassed for getting out of my seat. We aren't humoring Iochi's usual shtick this time. What's going on with the past episodes?
So I previously mentioned that I was organizing past episodes that had been saved out of order. I finished organizing it last night and I want to do a report on it.
Past episodes? You really finished organizing it?
Yeah, but I can't go into too much detail. Watching every episode from start to finish isn't realistic.
Every episode? How many were there?
There are 247 different dramas. As for the number of episodes, it's probably close to 9,000 episodes.
That's fucking insane. Huh? That many? Wow. It's amazing.
As far as I can confirm, the cast members have been switched out a total of 23 times.
See? What did I tell you? They're the aliens want like these drama things and the government's like, sure, just abduct people. It's fine. Because like that's like 200 plus people and they're like, fine, do it forever. It's gonna be like by the end of like it's gonna take forever for them to get like 10,000 people that they've abducted and murdered, especially if you consider it's not even like 230 people because people come back sometimes multiple times. So like, you know what I mean? Like that's fine. They're like, fine, whatever. Nobody's gonna miss 200 people and kill up billions. Although if it's always from like frickin' Japan, then it might be. But you know what I mean? You're gonna just have to assume that the aliens are then just abducting people from different places. As far as you can confirm? What do you mean?
I checked in chronological order, but I couldn't confirm every episode because most of the newest episodes couldn't be viewed.
Because cast members that existed in them could be in them and you'd see them. Because cast members in them, you could see them because they would be in them. You know what I meant? Because there might be people here now that were in prior episodes, so those ones wouldn't be able to be viewed. Because then you could watch it and go, oh, hey, so-and-so's in it. And then you would know. You're not supposed to. So. I don't get it.
Well, if my hunch is right, we just can't watch the dramas from the previous stream. I can't confirm the cast members before us.
Just the previous stream?
Yes, other dramas can be viewed without issue. It's only the previous stream that has errors, so I can't check what's inside. Since it affects all episodes from the previous stream, I have to assume that it's intentional. I wonder who did this. Is it the producer? Or could it be someone from the previous stream who doesn't want us to know?
Well, I don't think anyone... Ibana looks sus as fuck right now. And something happened to his arm, I'm just saying. But, okay, so... But it does make it strange then, because you think that there could be multiple people here from prior streams, but only the prior group of people isn't here. Yoichi suggestively glanced over at Ibana, but he remained quiet the whole time. Huh, see? I mean, I feel like it's possible that Ibana was here the previous time just because of his arm. You know what I mean? There's something going on there. As we talked about the previous stream's episodes, I remember the time when I had gone to view some of them. Well, and I mean, with Ibana's arm, it could also be like he chose to come here because, like, maybe something happened to him and he's just hiding it. And it was something from the real world. It had nothing to do with the prior streams. You know what I mean? But he's definitely wearing a glove for a reason. That's sus. But, like, is it because he was on the prior stream and something happened? But... if that's the case, he said the last couple of streams, like, they switched the rules. So there goes my theory that he was on an earlier one because you'd be able to tell he was on it, you know? Speaking of which, when I went to look at the past episodes, I remember there being one that I couldn't view. It was when we first came to this world. I think it was on the first day when I was doing some research on the Bangle. Streams? What's this? There were lots of video files. I tried playing one without thinking too much about it, and a video with lots of static noise started. I see some silhouettes. 1, 2, 3. I can only tell that there are 9 of them. Trying to look and see, does anybody... Okay, that one in the front foreground on the right could be upon... you know what I mean? There's a couple of girls there. If the static noise goes away, I might be able to make out the faces. An error message popped up and a playback of the video stopped. At first, there was static noise and I could only see the silhouettes of 9 people. After a while, it showed an error and the playback ended.
Huh. And that's a bit different from when I saw it, but it's probably part of the previous stream. But 9 silhouettes. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I counted them with my fingers, since there was so much static noise that I could only see the outlines.
I see. Ibana said that the previous stream had 9 participants, and I didn't completely believe it at the time. Well, it's been confirmed now. So why did only the previous stream have 9 participants?
What do you mean, only?
All the other streams were comprised of 10 cast members. In no other examples were there only 9 cast members.
Really? The first I've heard of that. Where did you get that information?
That's the rumor that's been spread in our world. It's also something you can see in previous streams.
Oh, so there were always 10 members, and one of them's always the traitor?
Correct. But the other cast members didn't know there was a traitor among them the entire time. Either way, it should have been 10 of them. Yet the previous only had 9. And that seems odd.
It really does, actually. Well, maybe they were simply missing a cast member. Sena, you only saw 9, right? Yeah, I only saw 9 people on screen.
Then let's assume it was an exception.
Iochi looked down while deep in thought, arms folded.
Why is the last stream the only one with an error? Don't you think that's interesting, Ibana?
I feel like he's like, this is amazing. He's accusing Ibana of being on it. But I mean, it was a possibility. You're suspecting me, but I don't know anything. How am I supposed to access library data with my bangle and make it impossible to view videos?
It depends on the security system here, but it's not impossible if you know computers.
Iochi, can you do it?
Depends on the security.
Then you're more suspicious than I am. Someone even more suspicious. Sponsor.
Huh?
The sponsor? Yes, the sponsor. You guys don't know. Look at how fucking devious his face looks right now. I don't think so. Oh, I researched it first. There's someone called the sponsor in this world. The Watcher told me that the sponsor is the person who brings my favorite ice cream and other delicious food here.
I see. When I asked about how the goods were transported, I didn't get an answer. However, the sponsor's existence isn't concealed.
But we don't know who the sponsor is, even if that person's among the cast members. Among the cast? My eyes met with Ibana's in confusion. Ibana's face looked calm, but he looked away as if he was surprised. So there's a sponsor, there's a producer, and there's potentially someone that was here on the prior stream, and those would be the 3 locked routes. Interesting. Interesting. IG being the sponsor doesn't seem to fit. I still just think he's an alien, but like, who knows? But maybe he is. Maybe he's just a devious, shady bastard pretending to be 12 to look innocent instead of just actually being an alien. Still curious about how it all ties in with the alien things, but whatever. Sponsor isn't an Arcadian. They're a fanatic who worships the producer and follows that philosophy. The Watcher said that too. A fanatic. Okay, so if the sponsor is a fanatic, I would then say Gyobu sounds like the sponsor, and Haiji is the producer, and then Dazai is the one that's been on it before. Although I do think Ibana might have been on it before too, but then he would recognize Dazai, so like... I'm only suspecting Dazai from that one moment where he was like sus about Haiji, you know what I mean? He just kind of looked like he knew something, but we've got no other reason to be suspicious about him. I mean, aside from everyone's suspicious. And out of that grouping, to me, he would be the one that would be the most the lockdown one. Unless it's Chigasaki. Could be him too. Because again, they're both in the same boat of like, they're just kind of neutral and they're there and they're nothing is really coming out of them. They're not doing anything super suspicious, but they're also not being like, you know what I mean? Like, Akase's being so proactive about stuff that it seems like that could be suspicious, but it's probably not. You know what I mean? And they're also not trying to like stop us from doing. Well, Chigasaki was trying to get us to go back, but again, his whole like being scared, like grabbing when he grabbed our hand and it was like he's shaking, like that would be hard to fake, but possible. Who knows? Anyway,
And that's what the producer's side is saying. They see someone who believes in them as a fanatic.
I don't know. Someone said it. See everything that. Look at his face right now. It's so fucking devious. I don't trust him as far as I could throw him. Wait, sponsor is here to help the producer, and they're also among the cast members?
It's not fair. How about you tell her if you know?
Shh, don't look at me for all the answers. So what if the sponsor's among us? That's why I said everyone is the enemy.
Now we've discovered a second traitor. Ah, jeez. It's not that I didn't consider that possibility at all, but
Morbana, you know, I did a lot of research to find out. Not just one, but two of them. Gotta be kidding. That makes it a lot more, that makes it a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense. You know, with Gyobu and Haiji being totally suspicious, that like, okay, absolutely both of them sus as fuck. Alright, cool. But then like, I'm still curious then about the potential third locked route, like Nazai or Chigasaki. Like, again, that's just on the most sus in that grouping. So like, which why would they be locked? So what do they have to hide? Unless they just locked a route because they had to lock one in each group and they couldn't have three. They were like, well, we've got two sus people, but we can't just lock those, so we gotta lock somebody else for whatever reason. I don't know. Anyway. It became hard to believe in anyone when I learned that the producer was among us. I thought the 10 cast members here were all on the same side. I didn't think someone was lying. Those two are still lying to us as if nothing happened. I should stop thinking about it like this. I just said I'd believe in everyone. I think I can remain calm if I just consider every fact one by one. I took a deep breath and felt like I knew what we should try to tackle from there. But Haiji, why do you think the sponsor was messing with the past episodes? Sponsor, a co-conspirator of the Otherworld stream that provides supplies to the other world. They are sometimes called a fanatic. The sponsor is said to be an accomplice to the stream. The sponsor is supposedly disguised as one of the 10 members. Maybe they weren't there in the other stream for some reason. They thought that maybe the ones you can't see, and then they didn't want us to know about it in the credits. Credits?
Oh, I remember. There's a list of credits that scrolls at the end when a drama's concluded.
It's probably that. Names of every cast member are listed there, and the sponsor's name would also show up. I feel like if he is the producer and Gyobu is the sponsor, like Gyobu was throwing him under the bus and now he's trying to like, oh yeah, you could just get away with fine. You know what I mean? Oh my god! They're playing games with us and each other. Kind of ingenious.
Really? The credits that I saw didn't have any mention of the sponsor, but I only watched around one or two.
Some dramas don't have one.
I was short on time, so I only saw the credits of some streams from the very beginning, and the newer ones might have it.
So, what you're saying is that the name of the sponsor probably appeared in the credits of the previous drama's streams? All the dramas from the previous streams were made unwatchable because they don't want that particular name to be seen? We'd also know who was a previous cast member if we saw their name. Yes, that's a lot, right?
It makes sense. Good job, Haiji.
I mean, and he didn't suss it out, he just knew.
He did it. If your own name were in the past episodes, then of course you'd have to erase it. Right, Ibana?
Oh, I love how wow.
You're not even going to talk back, huh? I guess I bullied you too much.
But there's nothing pointing to Ibana being the sponsor. He could just be one of the previous participants. True, Big Bro. either a previous participant, sponsor, or the producer. I like how they're doing this, like trying to throw like Ibana under the bus. Like I believe any of this shit. Like they're gonna try to make. Oh my god! No, I believe he might be a previous participant, but I do not believe for a hot second sponsor or producer at all. Shut up. Think about it on your own. Aw, hell. Let's just be done for the day. Tired from thinking too much. Oh, she did some snacks. Used our brains, so I want something sweet. Sorry.
Well, we won't get an answer right away, so we need to research this some more.
True.
Oh, that's right, Ibana. What about that apple pie I asked for?
I thought we were talking about something serious right now. Something about someone messing with the data that I'm the one of the previous participants.
Well, we're tired, so it's done for the day.
Yeah, you people. Take this seriously. Seriously craving snacks. Shut up. Ivana, you don't have to be so rough. This. Want to eat snacks too, right? Huh? Oh, yeah, I guess so. Heiji came up to me to hug me in a childish way, and I couldn't help but say yes to him. I caused Ibana to become enraged, right? Because he's like, oh, I'm gonna hug you in a childish way, but it's probably creepy. Don't hug Sana like that. And don't use me being harsh as an excuse.
If you know that you're being rough, then try being a bit kinder.
Ugh. Ipana's oddly earnest in nature, so he's probably stressed out often. Yeah, he is. Oh, look at that. Perfect timing. Oh! We get to go. Oh, hell yeah! Oh. You're trying to tell me these two aren't sus as fuck? When, like, we're in this route and we can get to go to the hallway, the kitchen, or we go to the park with these sus motherfuckers. You're trying to tell me that that's not suspicious? That these two are together? It's not any other people. It happens to be these two? Nah, fuck you. Listen. I don't think the game's being subtle in any way, shape, or form. Because it's all of a sudden like, where's everybody else? Oh, Dazai, Gyobu, and Haiji are all missing, right when we're about to go into like a fucking shutdown. Okay, that's not sus as fuck. Dazai throwing shade at Haiji. I mean, again, Dazai's just only because somebody else has to have a locked route, so that's it. But like, and then those two are the most fucking sus, and then you're throwing them in a thing together like that. Nah, come on. Nope. Don't lie to me, game. Anyway, we're gonna go to the kitchen because we want to talk to this motherfucker. And this might be the only time we get. I'm just gonna click and we're gonna start here. So this might be the only time we actually get to talk to him to get into a fucking route because I don't think we're in a route right now. I don't think it's gonna happen. So anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.